What up, y'all? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're taking a look at the Beats Studio Buds. I'm gonna unbox and review them. Are these the best headphones on the market for 150 bucks? Let's get into it, right into the unboxing. So here we go. So when we open them up, first off we have, we got the actual buds here. Nice little case, okay. I like the red color. I think the color is pretty cool. 3 months of Apple Music, that's kind of cool. Had some instructions, cool little Beats sticker. Ooh, a USB-C cord and different ear tips. I like the little doot-doot-doot, the little beep noises. They're much different than the AirPods Pro. Right away, they pop up just like the AirPods Pro, quick. Oh, now they are connected, okay. I might go Gucci Mane. Bruno Mars. I know I'm super fly. So let's jump right into the review. So I've owned these Beats Studios. I've actually owned another pair of Beats Studios. I bought these specifically for the unboxing, but I've owned the Beats Studios now for about 3 weeks and I've used them quite extensively in many different situations, specifically for this review. First, I want to start off with the physical design. Now these are actually quite similar to the AirPods Pro, just without the little stem on the side. The AirPods Pro, of course, have about a 1/4 inch stem protruding out the bottom of them, whereas these Studio Buds, they kind of have a little shelf on the side with a physical button on the end. Overall, they're smaller, they're more lightweight, and they're very, very comfortable to wear. I found them to be significantly more comfortable than the AirPods Pro. That, of course, is subjective depending on your ear canal and size. Luckily, they do have 3 different ear tips that they include: a small, medium, and large, so you can get a really proper fit for your ear. Now, throughout my use, I found them to stay in my ear very, very well with very little slippage, even in the most active situations. I use earbuds all the time when I'm working out, running, jogging, lifting weights, jumping rope, mountain biking, you name it, playing basketball. I just love having headphones in for all my workouts, and I found these to be significantly more usable than the AirPods Pro. Every so often with the AirPods Pro, when I'm running or even just jogging, doing a light exercise, I find the AirPods Pro just wiggle their way out and I find myself readjusting them a lot. And with these Studio Buds, it just isn't the case. I could run 6-7 miles. I could jump rope for a good 30 minutes and just have zero slippage at all. So that was one of the biggest pros for me, was the function, the design, and the fit of these earbuds. In terms of the button on the side shelf, as I call it, of these units, I found the button to be tactile and just very accurate. I really enjoyed using it. I did find myself getting a little bit uncomfortable, especially with long presses, because when you press them, it is pushing the bud deeper into your ear canal, and it's just kind of tight sometimes. The tension between the ear canal and the button, especially on long presses, was a bit uncomfortable for me, so I found myself using those controls less and picking up my phone for any type of changes for the controls. I was able to more accurately control these with this side button than either the AirPods Pro, the Sony, or the Bose in-ear headphones, so really a thumbs up, A+ for design. In terms of the touch controls on these, they're very similar to the Apple AirPods. A 1 short press is a pause, play, answer, hang up calls button. A 2 short press fast forward to the next song. 3 short press goes back 1 song, and then a long press and hold changes the modes from active noise to Cancelization to turning the normal mode on to transparent mode on. In terms of this case, I actually have some cons. I don't really love it. It feels really cheap and plasticky in my hand, like a very low quality product that won't hold up to day-to-day use, especially if I'm dropping it like I do my AirPods Pro case, and this case is quite a bit slipperier than that, so quite a bit of concern there. As far as size and weight goes, it's not that much heavier than other cases like the Sony or Apple cases, but it is a little bit wider and longer, so I don't know, just don't love this case overall. In terms of battery life, the Beats Studio Buds hold up pretty good to the competition. They have 5 hours of runtime with about 10 hours if you use the case for charging, and with noise cancellation off, they run about 8 hours of runtime with about 15 hours with a charge in the case. In terms of overall runtime, I found it to be pretty accurate. I timed out at about 4 hours and 35 minutes, so pretty close to that 5 hours of runtime. And again, I took a few phone calls during that, so that might change things up a bit. Now, the most important part of this review, let's talk about sound quality. And I've been a Beats owner for many, many years. Being a cool kid basketball player, I had to have the newest Beats headphones for the last 10 years. And these kind of have that same sound profile as you know and love from Beats, or hate from Beats. I would say they have a very heavy, pronounced bass coming through. They have a very muted mid-tone and a very tinny and shallow is what I'd call it for the highs or trebles. The voices also sound a bit muffled on the songs, so I'm definitely not an audiophile, but I wouldn't say I love this sound profile. Now, I will say this. For the average user, and when I just put these in at first, I was very happy with the sound profile. I didn't complain about it at all, only until I did a side-by-side comparison with the AirPods Pro. That's when I really heard a difference. And the AirPods Pro have a very full, robust sounding profile, whereas these have a very heavy bass centric profile, very similar to all other Beats products in the past. I would rate these like a B-. I would say if you are an audiophile and really picky about your sounds, these probably aren't the product for you. But if you are comparing them to the original AirPods or the AirPods 2, these blow those out of the water. Those sound profile were trash. But in comparison to the AirPods Pro or the Sony WX4 or the Bose products, these just don't really hold up. After using the Sony noise canceling headphones, something I really like with those that I'd like to see on these Beats and just every headphone in general is I'd like to see in the app some type of EQ controls where you can really change the sound profile and adjust the EQ to your liking, because some people, if they're listening to different genres of music, would really enjoy the heavy bass of the Beats, but then other people would find it really annoying and unusable, especially if you're more of like a classical music listener or a jazz type music. You don't want heavy bass. So I would love that type of manual controls, but unfortunately these just don't have it. Now let's talk about the active noise cancellation. And again, I'm be comparing these to my daily use headphones right now, which is the AirPods Pro. And they really don't hold up in terms of noise cancellation there either. Again, when I first put them on and I use them in noisy environments like coffee shops and whatnot, I did notice a really nice noise cancellation. But then when I threw in my AirPods Pro, I would call these more of like a noise quieter, like a noise dimming. They definitely don't cancel the noise out. And I would say they're about 25 to 30% less noise cancellation than in the AirPods Pro. So definitely not comparing those apples to apples. You will be a little bit disappointed, but for the price, that's what's really tricky here is I shouldn't be comparing the AirPods Pro at $250 or $300 to these Beats Studio Buds. These are only $150, so I'm just happy they have noise cancellation at all at that price point. Some other things I just didn't love about them, of course, they don't have the H1 chip in, so quick switching between devices just isn't an option there. Also, the transparency mode in these sounds a little bit digital to me. I can really tell that I'm talking to someone through a microphone, so not something I love, but also not a deal breaker at all. I'm happy they have transparency mode at all. Now, who are these Beats Studio Buds for, and should you buy them? First of all, I would say they're an A+ in terms of value. For $149, these are an excellent pair of headphones that are very, very reliable and a good quality headphone. Now, I know many reviewers out there are saying these were targeted at the Android user, and I would argue, yes, of course they are. You know, you compare them to the Android user, and what did you have? You had maybe trying to switch over an AirPods, which was just clunky and not very well executed, or you had something like the Galaxy Buds, which nobody really likes. So I think these really fill a market there quite well. But I argue on the Apple side of things, these are also an excellent value at $150, because really at $149, what are you looking at? You're looking at the $140 AirPods 2, which these blow out of the water. These are a significantly better product than the AirPods 2. Or you're looking at $250 to $300 for the AirPods Studio Pro. So I think these fit in really nicely into the lineup, and I think these are an excellent option. I would argue these are the best option for any beginners out there looking at their first pair of noise canceling headphones, whether you're on the Apple or Android side. I'd also argue if you are looking at the AirPods Pro, do you really need that much quality? Do you really need that much noise cancellation? Are you traveling a lot, or do you just sit in class or coffee shop and just want to mute these down a little bit? If that's the case, save yourself $100 and get these headphones. I also think these are aesthetically much better looking than any other headphone on the market right now. I really like the colors. They also come in black and white. In closing, I'd like to say with any headphone purchase, it's really important to see if they fit your ear. Everybody's ear is different, and fit is so crucial and important to not only just fatigue and daily use and enjoyment, but also for noise cancellation. I found that Best Buy and Target right now offer a 2-week return policy with these, even with open box, and you can return them even after using with no restocking fee. So get out there, go to those stores, give these a purchase if you're interested, try them on, use them for a day to two, see if they fit your ear, see if you like them, and if you do, I think you found yourself a quality product. That's all I got for this review. If you enjoyed it and I brought you some value, hit me with a thumbs up, subscribe for more awesome tech videos like this one. I appreciate you guys. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.